You know how some dudes come and they love bomb you 100% up front,
girl.
and then by the end it's 20%. I'm like, you still there,
girl? What?
And now you still
like,
there.
girl, you was just on your top, but you let somebody come in that you shouldn't have been attached to, and now you're like falling. So you feel like you have to hold on to that person to stay afloat.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, welcome back to episode 14. My name is Elena. Follow me on Instagram, Elena Chantel.
Yes, and I am Jazzy. Follow me on all platforms. It's J Danny. And I'm Yana. You guys can follow me on all platforms, _Yana_S. And we have a special guest, Miss Glamourhead herself. Yes. Thank you for coming.
Yes. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Yes. So we start with we're gonna cheers, y'all. This wine today. I know we take a shot. So let's cheers a little bit.
Yes.
So loosen up. 14.
Okay,
come on now, we're getting there.
Okay. I see y'all consistency.
Why we made the wine like shots? Like we look like communion right now or something.
We're gonna
for the blood. You feel me?
For the blood.
Okay. It do look like communion. So how was y'all day? It's hot.
Good.
Man,
it's hot.
listen. Yeah, man, what is happening?
Hot Atlanta.
I feel like I gotta take a shower in the morning and the night.
Yeah.
It's like crazy.
It is. And we was getting that rain for a while, and then Glow dropped that at 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. And it's been hot.
Not for real.
Somebody said that. Like, ever since she said 95 degrees, it's always been 95 degrees.
It's hot out here. The humidity is ridiculous. I'm like, is this the hottest summer we've ever had? Literally in the group chat. Like,
that's what they've been saying.
I think so.
And you got a silk press, girl.
It's only a few days.
healthy though.
No, appreciate it.
Cute.
I had to take my little quick weave out real quick.
Yeah, I got you. It's good.
Yes. It's only till Saturday though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Some braids.
Yeah.
Some feet-in braids.
Yeah, those would be cute.
Yeah, just real quick, little 2 week style.
Yeah. I'm like the queen of silk press, but I was like, this summer I just got to do something to just not be
too
bothered.
hot.
I ain't gonna lie, I've been wearing quick weaves.
Oh.
And it's been vibey, but I had to take it out. Like I was like, listen, my scalp needs to breathe for 2 seconds.
Listen,
Yeah.
why nobody
my scalp
told
never
me
breathe.
that you can't wear a quick weave when you go into the water? Like, you know how you go on vacation and you get a quick weave? I did not know that you can't like jump into the water with quick weave.
Elena.
If it's okay, hold on now.
Like-
it's how it's applied. If it's just the little solution, like the little quick weave solution, then yes, no, you cannot get in the water. But if they sew it on after they braid it,
then you can do that.
Get in the water.
Okay, because like they got the cute little styles with the
But
braids
just
and
get like
curls.
halfway, not all the way.
No, it was halfway. It was halfway. It was like the braids in the front and then the quick weave in the back.
Okay, yeah.
So I thought it was safe because it was like a braid. And
So what happened? It
it was just like a lift a little bit in the back.
as long as it didn't come off in the water.
Right.
As
Yeah,
long
it's like
as
you
it's
laid
floating
on
in
there.
there.
Next thing you know, it's floating next to you.
Okay. What is that mean?
And the jacuzzi sitting back.
Trying to be cute.
Yeah,
That would be crazy.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
that's funny. Yeah, so we're going to get into it. So tell us what you do, Miss Glamourhead.
Man, I am a hairstylist. Simple as that. I'm a hairstylist, but I cater to everybody. I don't just do celebrity talent. I do everyone.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like the most, when it comes to like making your money, your clientele that you have every day, are you going to be your most consistent ride or dies?
Yeah.
And then depending on like the level of clientele that you have too, like, you know, if they're business women and stuff, they're going to keep their hair done.
Right. Yeah.
You know, especially if they're in people's faces, they're going to be consistent with you. You know, some of my like talent, they drop in the city. So it's like, oh, I'm here this week. I'm not here, you know? So, you know, most of my consistency comes from my clients that are like business women that are really about they business and they gonna keep their image together. So yeah.
I like that though, because a lot of these celebrity hairstylists, like they'll get one celebrity, then they act brand new. Like they like, I don't take regular people no more. And you're like, you just did one person.
Let me tell you what the craziest thing is. I never said celebrity hairstylist until probably like a year ago, maybe 2. That I put it in my bio, then I took it out, and I was like,
why you take it out?
Professional hairstylist because
professional.
because I feel like that's such a cliche terminology now. Because how you said they could do one person, I could refer somebody to somebody today. I've done it. Referred stylist, and it's like they go curl their hair, and all of a sudden they bio they celebrity. Like I think it comes with like I said, consistency. Like if I'm a stylist and I consistently do a celebrity's hair, then I'm a celebrity hairstylist.
Yeah.
If I'm a pop in and you might do a style,
I
don't necessarily think you're a celebrity hairstylist because I feel like you have to maintain that client. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
So if you can maintain that client, build a relationship, and you're developing their image, then okay, I can see using that term. But
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So what made you like get into hair? Like what made you say I want to do hair?
You know what? Okay, I never ever said I wanted to do hair ever. Like I wanted to be a doctor. Okay, I wanted to do cardiology or neurology. Like
What?
So senior year, I was being fast, y'all.
We've been there. We know.
Me and my mother was being fast, and I got pregnant with my twins. I have twin boys. They're 14 now.
And that's their label, by the way.
Yes,
their
this
clothing label.
is their clothing line. It's called Rex Couture. Okay,
Rex Couture. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was, I got pregnant second semester senior year, and I kind of like, I got accepted to Spelman, but I like put it on the back burner. And then I was like a stay-at-home mom, and then I got married.
Oh, wow.
And then I was like, I got to figure out a way to make money at home. And I used to do my hair and my friends, but I never thought to be a hairstylist. So one of my homegirls was like, why don't you do hair? You do hair good. And I'm like, I'm not a hairstylist. Like, I literally told her, like, girl, no. And she's like, come on, just do me. Take some pictures, post it. I posted it to Facebook. Once I posted it to Facebook, I posted it to Craigslist. And y'all, because back
back then, Craigslist was lit.
Yeah, when I was 19, okay?
Yeah,
so this is like 10 years
when it was popping.
Yeah. So y'all was getting clients on there. Like, I was just building my clientele so crazy.
Wow.
So I went from making $0 to making like $1,500 a week doing hair just off like Craigslist and Facebook.
Wow.
And then it just kept building. And then my clientele, and then networking and meeting different people, and then I just had all type of people in my chair, and it's just been a blessing.
Just talented.
That's dope.
It called me, but
I
like my kids. I feel like having my kids pushed me into like my career.
See,
Everything's
everything's a
say
blessing.
that.
Yeah.
Their kids pushed them to do something.
Yeah. So that's how
It's a blessing in disguise. You never know.
It is. No, for sure. They matured me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they did. They matured me. So
Yeah. So what do you specialize in as far as hair? I mean, you can do everything.
that is such a hard thing to say, because I feel like during my career I've had certain patches where like, okay, I used to make a lot of wigs before. So like when I used to work on Love and Hip Hop, I used to make wigs a lot. So like Rashida was one of my main clients. I probably made her over 50 wigs over the time that probably season 4 through 9, whatever. Like I was there consistently with her. So I want to say wigs, hair color were like very. I used to get people from all over hitting me up, like even other countries, to like make them wigs and ship them. So I feel like that was like a dominant space for a while.
Yeah.
And then like when the microlink craze went stupid, then I was like doing a lot of microlinks and then getting into tape-ins. So I don't know. I feel like consistently over all the years, color has always been a big thing for me, like when it comes to hair extensions. But like every time it's something different. So it depends on what the trends are. Like I adjust with the trends. And then when you do have like a clientele that, 1 minute they might want a wig, then they might want microlinks, I kind of just adjust to whatever they need. So I don't want to say I'm like one-sided. I know you're supposed to niche down, but I never have like necessarily niche down. Like if you go to my books, you're gonna see different topics. It's never just, I only do quick weaves and sew-ins. Like it's never just anything. It's always like a multitude of styles.
And I feel like that adds to your value, because it's not like you in like one little lane. You're not in one box. I'm like, okay, if she could do it all, that's what I'm going to.
That's what I'm going to. Yeah.
Now I ain't gonna lie. It does make sense for certain stylists to niche down.
Yeah.
Because then they're flipping faster. They're going to make their money. They'll be known for that technique. They can teach it. So lately I have been thinking like, dang, what would I want to niche down so that I can educate? But in the lane that I'm in, with me being a professional stylist, like with me traveling, I have to know how to do everything. If I go on set and I have to do a blowout on somebody that is a different race, I have to know how to do that blowout. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like I've had to do all lanes. So for me, I'm like, maybe not niche down, maybe teach people a little bit of everything so that they can come up. Because even if you don't want to specialize in it, if you know how to do it, it'll benefit you in the long run.
Versatility.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
Got to.
Yeah, and your prices don't change, girl.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah. She sells bundles too, y'all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
really?
Yes,
Okay.
I do. I sell raw hair extensions. So like Cambodian hair, Burmese hair, and then I have Indonesian hair as well. So
Which one do you think is better? Like, because people
honestly, it depends on what you are looking for, because texture will change. Cambodian's a little thicker. Burmese is thicker too, but maybe not as thick as Cambodian can be. Especially when it comes to curly, it might be a little bit more manageable. So it just depends on what you're looking for. And I always kind of do consultations with my clients, like, what do you want? And then some people like Indian hair. It's finer. So like my finer girls. But if I do like some of the finer girls, I'll be like high spec Cambodian, which means it's a very thinner like texture on the strands. So I be in my brain.
All I know is Brazilian.
I don't be
Are the girls out doing Brazilian?
That's all I know.
Well, Brazilian hair is, so Brazilian hair is normally Chinese vendors, right? So you'll get it overseas from their factory. A lot of times they source like hair from the temple. So it could be anybody that's cut their hair off. So it'll be India, it'll be Cambodia. And sometimes people like Yunnan, it's like a province in China that they go and because they're poor, they'll cut their hair off and they'll source their hair and then they'll make it into bundles. So that's a different type of hair. Like, so it just depends on what you're going for. But like Cambodian hair is literally from Cambodia. So it means somebody in Cambodia cut their hair off, gave it to you. Indonesia, same thing, cut it off, made it to bundles. So it's just where it's from, where it's sourced from.
But Brazilian hair is from Chinese people?
It's really not Brazilian. That's just the name that they gave it.
I thought
it's really just human hair. It's just human hair, but it is Chinese. A lot of them, it is Chinese human hair, and they just turn it in and call it Brazilian. Because I have a vendor that is actually in Brazil, and baby, the prices that we sell Brazilian hair for in Atlanta or in United States, yeah, right. You could not source it at that price and sell it, so it's not real Brazilian hair at all.
Wow.
Brazilian grass. That's how y'all know.
That is crazy.
It's just human hair. It's human hair. It's Remy hair. Ultra is still around. All these companies, Saga, you know what I'm saying? All these companies are still here. Yeah. Their factories are not only making the Remy hair, they're also making the virgin hair now. So a lot of these factories that you're pulling vendors from, it's just the same families that are branching off and making all the money. They're making all the money.
And I remember when Ultra was popping.
Yeah. It's still popping though. People still buying it.
For short styles or like
Saga too. Saga's still hit. I ain't gonna hold you. Saga's still hit. And Milky Way still hit.
Oh my God.
Milky Way.
Bread, though. It's
Milky Way is good.
Still hit. Milky Way Pure used to be my joint though. Because we used to wash it, color it, curl it,
did everything you need.
Listen, we'd be like, we getting 3 bundles, we gonna split the second one. So we be a bundle and a half. Listen, we was hustling. Oh, True Glory. When they okay, they was like the first virgin hair store. So me and my homegirl, she was like, I ain't got it like that. I'm like, it's cool. I would go buy 3 bundles. I would cut this middle one in half, and we'd be a bundle and a half deep with a versatile, and we'd be cute.
That's
because they used to make the bundles thicker back then too. So you have a good 6 ounces and be straight.
They need to give True Glory their flowers because they did it for a lot of people.
They did. But then they sold it. They joined and got out, but they just sold it to another owner. So
so it's different now.
Dang, we're really like using dead people. No, they're not dead. I take that back. But we're really using people here from
dead weight. Yeah.
Like what?
That's why some people won't wear hair. So I don't know if y'all know this, but so you know how Russians have hair too. So Russians do source hair like and Uzbekistan also. So Uzbek and like a certain province in Russia does like a lot of hair manufacturing, but they source their hair differently. So you know how you see videos of like the Indian temple and the hair be on the flow? You cannot do that with Russian and Uzbekistan hair. Like it's sourced different. Like if it falls on the floor, they can't use it. That's why like a lot of Jewish women, like how their wigs are like $10,000. It's because of the way the hair is sourced. So it has to be processed a certain way. It has to be like, because it's supposed to be holy hair. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's a lot. Hair has a lot of
holy
dimensions.
hair.
Right. Wow. I got holy hair.
Can't tell me nothing.
When you're married as a Jewish woman, you have to wear wigs.
You do?
Yes. You have to wear a wig.
I never knew that.
Yes.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. So you know how like the Muslims wear like the thing over their head, like
the hijab.
Yes, hijab. They wear a wig. It like covers their hair. It's almost like a covering.
Wow.
I'm just learning these things because I follow this wig maker, and she has a lot of Jewish clients, and she talks about certain stuff. So pretty dope.
Wow.
Pretty dope.
That's interesting.
The hair industry is big money.
They get $1 for rent.
Billion money.
Deep over there.
If your hair don't look good, like I don't know, I feel like my hair look crazy right now, but when your hair look good, you feel good.
You do.
Yeah. I try to always go for the best quality. So, like you said, it's about the trend.
Yeah.
And when it gets to like the Cambodian and everything that's loose curl and soft and all of that stuff, but it's more pricey like that, man. Give me some.
But it lasts longer. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what I heard too.
I have Cambodian wigs that I've had for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. One of my clients just hit me, I promise y'all, and told me she's had her wig for 6 years.
6 years?
She sent me a video of her in the car and was like, look at me, girl. I just threw my wig on today and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, how old is that wig? And she was like, baby, it's 6 years old. I said, ooh.
You gotta take care of it.
I said, I'm screenshotting this and I'm posting it on my page right now.
That's crazy.
For real. So it just, the hair quality, if it's better, it's worth the investment.
Yeah. That makes sense because I don't like paying over $300 for hair. I'm sorry. I know that you have clients that probably pay $300 because you do good. Yeah. But me personally, I'm a natural girl, like a natural hair girly. Like I said, I do silk press. She get mad at me because I'll do a silk press, throw in some clip-ins and call it a day.
Ooh, clip-ins.
Yeah.
Sure.
So when people be like, "Oh, I'll be trying," I'll be trying to do little stuff, but when they be charging $300 for quick weaves and $500 for, I'm like, I'm gonna do all of that. Yeah, I'm gonna do a DIY real fast.
That's the DIY.
Do it yourself real fast.
Yeah. But you know what? The economy right now, the way it is, like I probably have been giving more specials to my clients than usual. Yeah. Because I can tell the differences in like appointment structure. Like, girl, I ain't seen you in 3 weeks. That's weird. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, the economy is kind of slipping. So I feel like, stylists, hey, let's show love back. Hey, this month, these 2 services are on discount. Next month, these 2 services are on discount. Yeah. And make it make sense. Do services that people gonna get, not the stuff that
that's how you retain.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So once you do that, you're good.
Yeah. But these stylists don't wanna wash hair no more. Like and stuff
that's
like
crazy
that.
To me.
So
that's the thing. Like make it make sense. Like maybe I'll pay $300 if you wash and blow dry, treat my hair.
I'm steaming. I'm like because listen, so my hair I've been trying to grow my own hair out, so I'm almost at bra strap. Okay, but I'm really big on hair care for myself, so I think I'm like, ooh, I want y'all to be able to take y'all weave out and wear your hair. So
exactly.
I'm always like, okay, let's try these products. Let's do this. Let's do that. Like I'm into hair care.
Yeah, that's good.
My assistant, like when she preps all my clients, shampoo, condition, braid down, or shampoo, condition. You know what I'm saying? But everyone always gets a hydration at the bowl. Like I keep it running while you shampoo. I like
that's worth it then. But I'm not paying all that money for just get your hair washed.
Even a trim, like give me a trim. Keep me together. My hair should be growing under here.
Yeah,
definitely. That's bad.
Yeah. That's good.
So let me ask you. On your Instagram that you had did Missy's hair. How was that feeling? Because she's an icon.
Honestly, it's been a consistent thing. Not just it's been 2.5 years.
Oh wow!
But she does have another hairstylist that is like number 1. He's probably been there 6-7 years.
Oh wow!
So when he's busy traveling with his other talent, then I'll kind of dub in and step in. But it's pretty consistent, to be honest. I even got to do the tour a little bit.
I saw that. The Essence Festival, right? Was it?
No, I went to Essence with Keisha. Keisha called it Essence, so I went with her there. But I did like Denver, Austin. Like I got to go to the tour. Like they flew me out there, and I got to do a little bit of stuff.
So
that was
awesome. You talking about like the tour that's going on right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was dope.
That's pretty dope experience.
That sounds like fun.
Is it a lot of pressure doing celebrity hair?
Okay, so yes and no. So I've been doing celebrity hair for 10 years. Like literally, probably since I was 20. Was my first client, so probably over 10 years. Damn, I'm old. Anyway, I am.
Next subject.
But no, so like how I look at it, because I have to be calm. Like of course your anxiety gonna be like, ooh, I'm about to. You know what I'm saying? But I look at them like they're like us. They're like me and you. Their platform is just bigger. They're looking for a service from me. They like the way that I do my service. So don't treat them any different than anyone else. Right. So like I kiki and kaka with my clients, like we cool. We talk about stuff that you be like, dang, you talk to your clients about that. So we, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said it's a real relationship. That's why I was like, when people say that they're a celebrity stylist, I'm like, are you really though? Like, are they gonna tell you they business and know that you're not gonna like leave with it? So, cause a lot of people make you sign NDAs too. You got to be very, you got to be very on top of your business when it comes to working with them. So, but I love it. I absolutely love it.
I'm gonna come back to you soon. Trust me, honey.
Yes, come and see me.
So what has been the most challenging being a hairstylist for you?
Ooh, I already know this. I'm working on it right now. Discipline. Not when it comes to executing, when it comes to back office. Okay. So like building my business on the back end. So like being consistent with having like bridal brochures, being consistent with setting up other consultations, having my business. Recently, bilateral NDA that I send to my celebrity clients that protects my intellectual property, like stuff that on the business side of things that I never thought I needed, but I bumped my head a few times messing with some people. So I learned my lesson. So now those are my biggest like challenges is getting the paperwork done. You think, you're just doing the service? No, it's the whole experience. Having your wedding contracts up to date, like different things, and then executing all of that. Yeah. And then, that, and then hiccups. I mean, every day it's gonna be something different. It's learning how to communicate with your clients, learning the boundaries. Like people be trying to cross boundaries, and you have to like, I know we cool, but hey sis, you know, this is the policy. This is what we're gonna do. Like so, it's like we can be friends and we can be cool when we in here, but please also respect like the boundaries and the guidelines that I've set up to make the process easier for both of us. So I think it's a push and pull. Like it's both sides.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You got to keep it professional.
Yeah.
All right. So what about the most rewarding thing being a stylist?
Rewarding, bro, it be the smiles. It be like, when I'm like my client, I just did like I could tell like we start looking back in the mirror and you get that like, oh bitch, I'm coming in. Oh, I just like that, you know, that transformation that comes. Like when I see that light up from inside out, that's something you can't like. Like that's a vibe. I love it. Or when they have an idea and I get to like make it come to life. You know, whatever color or style or technique, whatever it is that they want to do. I love that. You know, that feedback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the most rewarding thing for me, definitely.
Awesome.
I believe it. Self-rewarding in itself. Your talent that you don't even try to do. It's effortless.
It's vibey.
I love that for you.
Yeah, she did my first frontal. Remember we went to Vegas?
And it was amazing.
Thank you.
You remember doing that?
Yes, I do.
I came back, got a curl.
I was like, dang, I need to go
When we did the curls, that was fire.
That was cute. I wouldn't do a frontal again. I don't really like them.
It can be a lot of maintenance.
Yeah,
it can be a lot of maintenance. And Vegas was hot. How did you handle that?
She kept that strap on the whole time. It was good.
That was funny.
Okay, well, y'all heard it from Glamour herself.
Yes. Boss business girl.
Yeah, so let's cheers.
Cheers to that. Period.
Yes.
All right, let's get into these topics.
Let's go. I'm excited.
I'm trying to see what y'all trying to say.
All right, so our first topic is, have you ever had to outgrow a relationship? And if you did, like, how did you handle it?
Like a friendship?
Like a friendship, sorry, a friendship.
Oh, I was about to say a relationship because I got
How have you ended a friendship?
Yes, I have. Friendship, yes. Woo-wee. Nah, for real, that's hurtful.
Yeah.
It can be a very hurtful process.
It could be almost worse than like breaking up with a man.
Yeah, because it's like you got someone who you feel like they are ride or die. You know what I mean? But a lot of times you just got to break away so that guy can elevate you, because if you keep holding on, you just going to be stuck on that level that you on, that they on.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think it's gotten easier over the years for me.
Yeah,
definitely.
I want to say when I turned about 27, maybe 27, 20. I'm 33, y'all. But when I turned 27, 28, that's when I started like recognizing friendships a little differently. Like it was kind of like my mental, I matured a little bit. And my expectations of my friendships changed. And so not only am I growing, but I want my friends to grow. Like if you lagging, I don't want to keep messing with you, because then we gonna be lagging together.
Right.
So I feel like I want everyone around me, iron sharpen iron. So if you on your P's and Q's, I'm gonna be on my P's and Q's. You get what I mean? But if we going out and you like, girl, can you pay for my food, because I ain't got it and I wasn't, but you knew we was coming out.
Yeah.
And I picked you up to bring you here and you still ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like certain stuff just, or you dating a dude. And I ain't gonna lie, I cut friends off for dudes they date too.
Really?
Like if a dude,
You cut friends off?
I had cut a friend off for a dude
who she dated.
Yeah, because think about this. I feel like whoever you are entangled with, you become like that person. So after like a year, 2 years, and I'm like, dang, you a whole different person. Not necessarily saying, oh, I don't like that dude, so I'm not gonna mess with you. That's not that. I'm saying the reality of what happens to that individual in a toxic relationship. They can turn toxic. And if I'm telling you, hey babe, I'm here for you, and I'm done, but then you're not done, and I'm like trying to have your back, and you know what I'm saying? Like you're putting me in harm. If your dude is in a harmful situation and I'm trying to get you out of it, or whatever the situation may be, and I'm putting myself in harm's way in my family, like I got to cut you off, because now you're affecting me, you know what I mean? Your situation. So I don't want to say necessarily like, oh, your dude is, it's the trickle effect, you become who you hang with. And that's, I mean, when you're intimate with someone, it's an even different level of that. It's a spiritual level of that. So I feel like certain people you just got to cut off. It just got to be done. Like it just got to be done.
When is your birthday? What's your sign?
I'm an Aquarius, February 12th.
Oh, okay, real chill.
Yeah.
Megan is an Aquarius, so
I love Aquarius.
that's my girl too.
She loves Megan.
Yes.
I do. But I had a comment about that, because the way you feel about that, I feel the opposite.
Okay.
Because I haven't had a situation like that where I feel like I need to cut a friend off because of where our man is. But because I feel like I'm gonna support my friend regardless of her.
I guess okay. So let me clarify.
Yeah.
Not necessarily how her man is, who she becomes once she's attached to that man is the proper way to say what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like women, you can change based off the man that you are attached to. He's the head. He leads you. So if he's leading you the wrong direction, or putting you in harm's way, or changing your character and who you are, yes, then at some point, if I feel like our friendship is no longer beneficial, I will cut it off.
In those terms, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I haven't had a situation like that, but when you put it in those terms, I do.
No, I'm riding by my friends. I mean, this is the thing. No relationship is ever going to be perfect.
Right.
And there's going to be a time when I'm going through something and my friend will be like, girl, you really going to deal with that?
Yeah.
So I got to be respectful of both sides. Like, you know what I'm saying? Reciprocate. I can't get too far in. You know what I'm saying? That's your business. But I feel like if it changes you as a person and then, we no longer serve each other, then I'm going to cut it off because it doesn't make sense to be attached to something that's pulling me down.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah, I feel both sides. I feel like you said, like if they're being somebody completely different, then it's like I can't be friends with you because who are you anymore? But also like if my friend decides to be in that, that's her business, The only thing that gets annoying for me is when people, like you said, be like, "Oh, I'm done," and they stay. It's like at that point, girl, I don't want to hear it. Because now if you keep complaining to me and you're not leaving, now I might have to stop being your friend because now you're just annoying me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
Yeah, because like if you're gonna stick beside it. Just don't stop complaining to me.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing too, is that if you're gonna come to me and be open and, hey, what do you think I should do? Because the thing about it is, you wouldn't come to me and ask me if it wasn't eating at your spirit. If it's eating at your spirit, you know it's wrong. You know it's uncomfortable. It could be a shift. It could be a good shift or a bad shift. If the other person is willing to change, then cool. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's something that you have to deal with. But if you keep bringing it to me and I'm over here with a burden to carry of yours, I don't think that's fair.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. Like if you keep bringing it to me, I'm like, bro, okay. What you gonna do?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna start getting them. Okay.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
But I'm gonna be solid. I'm gonna ride for my friends because my friends done been through some things, baby. And I've been here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're still on the other side of those things now too. So I'm not like, oh, you with him, I'm gonna cut you off because whatever. No, it's like when it starts to really change you, like in a bad way. Because sometimes it could change you in a way where you might look at yourself different, where you might feel insecure, where you might feel, and I'm gonna be that friend that's gonna be like, nah, you that chick. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna reassure you. That's different. But if you start being just toxic, that's a whole nother. And I've had that.
Yeah.
I've had someone become toxic. And I'm like, girl, so I was like, no, I'm straight.
Yeah. Also, if they let that guy like control them in a sense that's like toxic or a narcissist, and like now they can't do certain things or act a certain way, and you're like, this is not you. It's not okay.
I think for me, because I keep building with my business. If I see my friend and I know if you was just I'm talking about on your P's and Q's, your entrepreneurial journey was dope. You was building, your business, your focus, you're creating a structure for your family. And then you let a dude come in, he's like, oh, baby, I got you. I'm going to handle this.
You can't
and then
stop
he go
what
to
you
handling
doing.
it.
Yeah, no.
But then he's, you know how some dudes come and they love bond you 100% up front.
Girl.
And then by the end, it's 20%. I'm like, you still there?
Girl, what?
And now you still
Like,
there.
girl. And then, but I'm talking about how your car getting repoed, how your job getting lost.
Yeah.
You was just on your top, but you let somebody come in that you shouldn't have been attached to.
Yeah.
And now you're like falling. So you feel like you have to hold on to that person to stay afloat.
Yeah.
That's a different space. I'm like, bro, but I'm like, we talking about it though. You realize it. You know it. But you won't let go.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You
That's
can't
frustrating.
you can't ask God. You can't ask God to elevate you if you won't let go of something that He's trying to move out your life.
Yeah.
So it's like
That's frustrating. Yeah, it's frustrating when you're trying to elevate and your friend is stuck somewhere and they don't want to listen. And they're just like, I'm here, I'm good right here, and it's hard because you're like, I'm trying to elevate. I can see you elevating, but you want to be stuck. You want to be in this place of not growing. And I think that's where you kind of like, okay, I gotta leave because I can't stay here with you. I gotta move up, and you staying down. You know?
Yeah.
I've been on both sides of that wall. Like I've lost friends from previous old relationships and things like that. And so I get it, but at the same time, I just try to. Now that I've gotten older, I try to be graceful. You know what I'm saying? With not only my own friends, but with myself. Like, you gotta love yourself enough to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna let that happen again.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let that happen no more.
Don't you learn from it? That's all that matters.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, you're talking about forgiving. Do you think it's easier to forgive your relation, like a man or whoever you're dating, versus like forgiving your friendships? Because a lot of people be like, oh, a girl forgive they man 50 times, 100 times, but let their girlfriend do something one time. It's like, oh, we're done. Like, you're a girl.
I give real big bad Aquarius energy. I don't do
And
that.
you Aquarius is something else. And
Yo,
I,
okay.
I know I was in the teen
My
relationship
friends
with
always
y'all
be
are
telling me we
different.
wish we had how you move. Like, I will cut a dude off so quick.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Different.
not... Okay, so let's just give you some backstory. I've been married before. I was married to the twins' dad.
Mm-hmm.
I went through a lot with him. So the trauma that I experienced during that relationship, I won't even let a dude give me like...
An inch.
you know what I'm saying? So as soon as I see it, I'm like, yeah, no, next. And I have no problem, like, separation is like crazy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, it might hurt a little bit, but
Yeah, of course.
I'm very like, oh, I'll get over it. Give me a few months. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Definitely.
for me,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's one thing I'm strong at, but...
This could be a downfall too, right?
Yes, okay, so that's what I'm starting to realize now.
Too
That could be
bad,
a downfall because
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, I do want to be in a relationship. But honestly, like, right now, I do want to be married. Like, bump a relationship. I want to get married. So my focus right now is no relationship at all. Only because I'm like, God, I want you to build me up. Like, I know I want a man of a certain caliber. So build me up to meet that man's expectations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have twins already. So build me up to make sure that when he comes in and we're a unit, me and my kids already have a routine that is so strong that he's just adding to, not creating, not coming in fixing mess.
Right. Yeah.
So for me right now, my thing is getting my life organized, getting my personal life organized, my spiritual life organized, and getting my kids on a routine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And get them focused. Like, they got their little clothing
Y'all
brand
was
they
about
just
to ask,
dropped.
you did
Yeah.
that.
Like, they got an LLC, they got an 800
Business
number,
is
they got the
awesome.
whole thing. It's in their
Yeah.
name. Everything is their stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
it.
I'm trying to help them build so that, you know, I mean, they're gonna get cars next year. They're gonna need money. They're gonna,
Yeah.
you know,
They're
gonna
becoming young men.
yeah. I'm like, by 18, y'all need to be having something that's, you know, carrying you through. Whether you decide to go to college or you decide to do a trade or you want to go into real estate. They've kind of expressed real estate. So you need to have like some bumpers, some
plan.
foundation.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
I'm big on getting them together. I told them, I was like, you guys are starting 9th grade. I told them it's at the top of 8th grade. So they had a whole year. I said, when you start 9th grade, you need to have a business. Straight up. I was
They ain't
you need
playing
to
no
have-
games with you. Here they go.
So listen, they saved up their money. They called me. They
wow.
said, "Mom, we got our money for our LLC." Like, I made them work for it. They worked for it.
Yeah.
So,
Love
yeah,
it.
that's
Responsible
good.
young men.
Yeah, I gotta teach them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do
That's right.
everything. You know, some women it's all handout, and I think that
Yeah.
affects our men later. So I'm
Yes.
like, nah, bro, you gotta
It does.
do it.
Yeah, and
Do
I'm
it.
sure your future partner will respect that because I hear a lot of men saying like people with kids, it's like they expect me to come in and take care of their kids, and you know, and it scares them because it's like that's not my responsibility. So I like that you're like, no, I'm gonna handle mine, and when they come in, it's like we're just gonna be adding to that.
Yeah.
so that's pretty dope.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that was something I had to realize. Like, dang, how do I want a man? But like, I don't have, you know. Let me fix a few things.
Have some things
So
to
I
know.
put everything on. I literally was like, yeah, sorry. Oh, you're fucking up. Cut off. I mean, you're messing up. Cut off. Like, I'm just cutting
Yeah.
people off. So I was like, okay, God, you're literally showing me that nobody that is in the space that I've allowed to come in to try to take that space. No one is coming in with divine intention. Like, no one is coming in like, yeah, I want to be married. So let's date with intention that we asking the right questions, seeing where we at, seeing if our morals align, or, you know, if everything aligns. No one's doing that.
Right.
You know, let's just see where this goes. No,
I hate that.
Yeah, I got time to see how it goes.
Yo, see how it goes is let me release this hair product and see how it goes
Exactly.
with a plan. I don't want any man that can't plan.
Yeah.
How can you not plan a day?
Girl.
Like, it's not that hard.
It'd be
to
like,
plan
where you
it
wanna
down.
go?
Grown man, I was
Yeah.
dating this guy in his 50s, y'all. In his 50s. And he couldn't even plan a real date. Like, he could not plan a real
That's
date.
so sad.
It's sad.
Because you are old grown.
I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, you should have, like,
An
you should
idea.
have like,
Yeah,
I'm
intention.
thinking an older dude might be a little bit more, you know,
Yeah.
razzle dazzle, a little sprinkle.
No.
Done.
Same.
I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Let me got it. It's not my time.
Yeah,
It's not my time
I'm
yet.
not
Let me
ready
reel it
yet.
on in
Yep.
and just focus. So that's what I'm doing.
He's just old and done.
Yeah.
I hate that.
And no, and he's smart or intellectual. I mean,
But
yeah,
can't
he
plan
got
a day,
it.
baby.
That's crazy.
It's the fact that he doesn't want to. That's the difference.
Yeah.
He probably
Yeah.
knows how to.
They
Then
will.
go
But
about
don't
your
want
way.
to.
But he probably doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's probably been able to half but everything all
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah.
So that's not my expectations.
I hear you.
So
Or just don't feel like doing it at the moment. And it's like, okay, if that's the case, just say that.
If you focus, and that's the thing, if you're focused elsewhere, cool. Because even in relationships, there's going to be times where you're business driven. There's going to be times when you're relationship driven.
Yeah.
And it's finding the balance. But if you're not in that space where you want to give someone your all, because how can I expect you to come into something with me and I'm not giving you 100%? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
You got to do your work too.
Yeah. So
That's maturity, though, for a woman to say that they had to work on themselves first. Because a lot of women don't work on themselves and they just expect the man to come in and give everything. Yeah. It's like, no, it doesn't work.
man, I've been trying to drop these products for the longest, and I have not done it. So that's why I was like, no, let's focus on on that.
Products,
Yeah. But back to that question, though. Since you cut off your man quick, that means you cut off a friend quick, too?
No. I have conversations with my friends first. I'll let them know, like, hey,
For real. You got to.
just FYI, I love you, but I see these things happening.
Yeah.
We've had I've had, like, and my friend group is real dope. So, like,
Yeah.
we've had interventions
Yeah.
with our friends.
Oh,
Like,
really?
hey, we're all having issues with the same person. Let's have a Taco Tuesday and we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
And if that didn't work out, then we just,
They don't feel type of way, though? They don't feel attacked?
I don't know.
Called
maybe.
constructive criticism.
I mean, it sounds good.
But I love you though, so I should be able to come to you.
Yeah, I think
and say,
every friendship probably should have
But
that.
then
if
we're
it's a
coming with
problem.
resolution. We're not just coming to attack you. Like,
Yeah.
hey, look, we noticed XYZ is happening. So we went ahead and figured out these 2 or 3 options if you're willing to do them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then so we bring it to you. We're not just like coming at you and just, well, what are you gonna do? No, we're like, oh, look, she does this job. She can help you do this.
Yeah.
She does this. She can help you do, like,
Yeah.
we're coming at you with solutions because we're a group. We have
Yeah.
we're as sisters, we should all be strong. Like I said,
Right.
iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
But if I don't know I'm falling off, I don't know I'm falling off.
Yeah.
So it's like, in all honesty, we just came to each other with, hey, this is what's going on. We love you, but hey.
That's true.
That's
That's
a great
good.
sign.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna lie, we just you have to sometime. I mean, just like family,
Yeah.
you have to build communication. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, if not, people gonna have animosity built up. You know, like, I mean, all of us have probably had instances where we have like friends or family or even best friends where something happened that rubs you the wrong way.
Yeah.
And like you didn't say anything because you're like, maybe they didn't mean it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You didn't say nothing, but then they do it again. And you're like, ugh. And now you're like annoyed.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If you never communicate that
Gotta
with them,
address it.
Yeah.
then it's gonna keep building in you. That seed is gonna be, so then finally one day it's just gonna be like, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be done.
Yeah.
They didn't even know they did anything. So it's
Yeah.
like you gotta really you gotta communicate up front.
Yeah.
Communication is key.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure.
for
You
sure.
gotta have
Friendships,
conversation.
relationships.
Everything is key.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, listen.
Yeah, I
problem
think
solving.
friendships are more important than relationships. Not even say more important, but
Yeah.
just as important
Yeah.
because you need your girls. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You need your sisters just as much as you need your man.
Yeah.
So I feel like you said, communication is key. If something is going on, it's starting to become an issue. Somebody rubbed me the wrong way. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So we can resolve the issue because I don't want nobody to feel like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah, I think intervention is really good because, like you said, like a lot of girls downplay friendship. Like they think it's all about them just having a man and like having their relationship because, oh, this man is gonna be who I'm with forever. And I was listening to like a therapist today, and she was saying that friendship is key, probably more key sometimes when you're dating this person because you don't know where that relationship can go if you just met this person. But with your friends, you've probably been friends for years. So like whether this relationship work out or not, this friend is gonna be there through the ups and the downs.
Yes.
So it's like a sisterhood, you know. So or even for guys, like it's like a like having bros. You know, I'm not saying bros for a whole, but it's brotherhood.
That's how
You
they
know,
go.
like
That's true.
a lot of boys they put their bros before hoes. You know,
that's
so
true.
it's like a lot of girls got to realize like don't just be quick to cut off your friends just because they might do something one time that you don't like. Like it's great to have that intervention, have that talk, have that communication because it's like you might think that this relationship is better, but now y'all break up. Who you gonna go to? This friend gone. You know. So
My friends been there before and after. They're gonna always be there. So
Yep.
That's
And
what
relationships
matters
is good
to
to
me.
have.
That's
but
true.
Yeah.
And sometimes like our friends go through relationships and we have to pull them out of something.
Yeah.
I've had to help I've had to
Whenever.
pull up. Come
Yeah.
on. Okay, I'm going into some of that.
We gonna ride
Yeah.
out.
Like,
We
we
gonna
gonna
ride out.
I got your location. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. What? Like,
That's good.
I
That's
pulling
important.
up.
Yeah.
Like, we making sure you're good. I've definitely done it. So that's why I'm like, I just think your relationships are key in all forms. Even
Yeah.
with your family.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby,
Ooh,
with your family.
family.
Yeah. Listen, 'cause,
Yes.
no, I've learned a lesson this year. You
Yeah.
know, like, so I had like this built in just from over the years, like a little bit of like an animosity with my mom.
Ooh.
And my mom would be like, "You always talking to me so mean," because she would like irritate me sometimes.
Yeah.
But it was because of trauma in the past, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't realize I was always like
being that way.
So like, she's like, why are you snapping at me? I'm like, dang, was I?
Yeah.
And I was, but
Yeah.
it wasn't intentional. It was just a feeling from underneath. And I realized a lot of times I was seeing with her, everything always half empty. Like I would always criticize but never praise. So like, I'll be like, Mom, why you do this? But never say, Mom, I appreciate you for cooking meat for me this weekend. I appreciate you to, like, so this year my focus with my mom has been changing my relationship as far as being more like learning her love language. Like, how does she show love? Like how we, begin a relationship. We want to learn our boo, learn your mother, learn your sister, learn your brother, learn their love languages, learn their little triggers, what's their boundaries, and then, certain parents are going to have traits and that's just how they're going to act. That's how they're going to act. Don't get mad.
Exactly.
That's how they act. So it's like learning to look past that moment that you have because that's who you are. And until you decide to self-work on those issues, that's always going to be a thing. So I'm like, let me just start brushing. Oh, okay. I started saying okay. This older woman was like, oh, just say okay. So I just started saying okay. Yeah. And it was the best thing.
Girl, that's the
best
best
thing.
thing.
And
That's the
then,
best one.
just like, but when she's, cooking, I'm going grocery shopping for you. I'm doing okay. Yeah. That's her love language. That's what she likes to do. So I started to being appreciative of those things from her.
Awesome.
So
right.
it's changed our dynamic. It's changed our dynamic.
I love that.
I love
Yeah,
that.
family gonna be another topic for later.
It's
Family
serious
drama.
though. It's serious.
Family.
That'd be serious.
Family topics be crazy. All right, well, let's get into another topic.
Yeah.
All right, so I know you said that you're not really dating right now, but I guess when you're ready to start dating, what would be some of the deal breakers, like when you be...
We need to go around the table and hear everybody deal breakers.
Yes, please.
Oh, we can start. I know you've been talking for a while, so we can start over here. You've been talking the whole time. Jesse, what's some of your deal breakers in a relationship?
My deal breakers?
Yeah.
What I've learned as I've gotten older is that my deal breakers are no longer my deal breakers. So, like, things that...
Interesting.
You try to be deep with that?
I'm sorry.
They're no longer my deal breakers.
But, it's just a part of my maturing, my journey. But things that used to really bother me, like, people that play too much, I don't like that. I'm a pretty serious person,
Dang, be fun.
I am fun. But when it's every day, I work with
So you couldn't
children.
date like a comedian.
Huh?
You couldn't date like a comedian.
Absolutely not.
Oh my goodness.
Anybody that does those pranks on YouTube, all that.
You can't do the couple pranks?
No, because I'm gonna take it serious. Because now you playing with
She gonna start throwing balls and
Look, now I'm fighting for real because now you playing with my intelligence. I told y'all like that.
Oh,
But things like that when people
It's too funny.
you annoy me, and I think I told y'all the arrogance. I hate an arrogant nigga that pisses me off because
she put that in her soul.
I'm telling you, a nigga who's you know how they be
Yo.
That's light-skin behavior. That is
Not
light-skin
light-skin
behavior. That's why I like the
behavior.
chocolates. Because
they be
funny.
chocolate.
It depends.
Acting light skin.
They do be.
The dark skin ones be the arrogant ones sometimes.
They be the ones because they got the chocolate.
I haven't met an
skin.
arrogant
Yeah, they
With the
know.
pretty teeth.
Yeah,
Like we know you went to Dr. Mario's.
with the gold.
They got the chains on.
Yeah.
They know.
I can't deal with it. Like I fuck with you, but I can't. You can't be my
You know
one
what
and
I
only.
hate? Oh my God, I gotta throw this in there while we're talking about it. The flashy dude.
Yeah.
All his money is the flash.
hate
He got
that.
nothing in the bank.
Yeah.
yeah.
Bro,
I don't want my dude being too flashy. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's Aggie. I don't
Yeah,
like that.
no.
That's Aggie.
give me a humble nigga. Give me.
Yes.
I don't want a Jonathan Majors. Don't be dressing like a slave, but still,
You
for
can't
sure.
change his dressing. Like you can buy him some clothes.
Is he gonna wear it?
Bro,
You
you cannot
right.
tell me that a woman does not shine different with a different man. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Cause baby,
I mean,
That is true.
All right, Brandon. What's your
I
deal
about to
breakers?
say
What's your deal breakers, Bree?
I would say not knowing how to listen and talking too much, like talking over me. Like don't talk over me.
listening and
Listen,
talking
not
too
making
much.
eye contact when I'm talking to you. Ooh, that irks my nerves. Like I don't want you to stare at me, just look me dead in the eye, But let me know you're listening to me,
Yeah.
And then I would say if you don't know how to control your anger, however, you got to get to know somebody to know if they can control their anger or not. But
emotions
that's
all
a-
together.
Yeah, I don't like that. You start yelling. I'm not saying I won't say I'm out, but I'm gonna let you know. It depends on what you're yelling for, because everybody yells. I yell. However, you need to know how to like control yourself.
Yeah.
Like relax.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
I don't like people yelling.
But you know what? That to build off that emotional intelligence that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So for me, I was in an abusive relationship, right? So whenever I'm with a new dude, if he raises his voice at me, I will let him know in advance before we even get to that point that I have a trigger. So if you raise your voice past a certain point with me, I will let you know that I'm going to walk away because for me it triggers something different. It's not just like
That's
it's
facts.
like a smallness that I start to feel, right?
Yeah.
So if we're at that point, we probably shouldn't be talking. We
Yeah.
probably should just take our exit.
Yeah.
Let's come back to this once we kind of think a little bit more and we can really have a conversation.
Yeah.
I don't like to yell.
Me neither.
It's not worth it.
If
It's
I
not
get
worth
there,
it.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Whatever the
Let
word
me
is,
step
that
in.
safe
Yeah.
word, I'm gonna say it to you because I don't want you to feel disrespected. I'm
Like
like my safe word and I'm
potatoes.
out.
Yeah.
Potato.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like I've learned that in my like relationships or my communication because that's big for me.
Yeah.
Just because of the trauma that I've been through, I'm like, yeah,
Let's talk
Yeah.
later. Yeah. Let's
yeah.
do it, yeah.
So.
Okay, so that and what else is a deal breaker?
Ooh-wee. Okay. Nothing physical aspect wise, because I've dated all types of guys. For me, really just like I said, a man with no plan. If a man, and it's not just about the plan, it's the action. So I'll just say,
Yes.
you know, they say faith without works is dead, you know, that vibes. But like, I'm a big on, if you plan it and execute it, cool. If you're planning it and planning it and planning it and planning it and planning it, because dudes be having mad potential.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, the whole potential vibe. He gets
Yeah.
stuck on
Yeah,
potential because
potential.
he his dreams. He got this laid out. But if he's not executing milestones and if
Yeah.
he doesn't have a plan,
Potential
and
goes
you're
so
still
far.
on that game, if you're still on that game for 2 or 3 hours and then your plan is still sitting over there in the book, baby, I can't mess with you.
Because you're gonna be doing
Because
that for a
you're
while.
always gonna be doing that.
Yeah.
You're gonna have all these ideas in your head that you're gonna tell me about, and then you're not gonna execute. I need somebody who's like executing. So for me, I think that is my biggest right now. That is my biggest thing. I need a man that executes, that plans, that has.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing too. We get into relationships sometimes with no plan. We get in a relationship because I like you, you like me, and we have no plan.
Yeah.
Like, where are we going? What's our 5 years
Yeah.
looking like?
Yeah.
You know, if we're both like, hey, at year 2, we're gonna get engaged. If we decide that's what we want. If at year 2, if that's not what we want, we're gonna go our separate ways so we don't waste each other's time.
Yeah.
That's different. We have a plan.
Yeah.
A lot of people get in relationships with no plan, and then guess
Exactly.
what? You're just strung along in a relationship for 10, 15 years.
Exactly.
And you're like, oh, she just got a ring at year 11, girl. Bye. We be talking about
They
that.
be engaged for like
Yeah.
another 3-4
But
years.
they were in a space of like, you know, they met, they built off that, and they were just in that space. There's no
Comfortable.
plan. They were comfortable. So I think what it is too is like, if you come in and we know like my intentions are this, your intentions are that, but we good.
Yeah.
Hey, you want your own business or do you want your own this? Hey, I'm gonna do mine first, and then once I get this bag from here, I'm gonna let you step out and go do your thing. I'm gonna hold it down while you do that. Then once that picks up, then we can come back. Like, you have to have a plan.
You gotta be intentional.
Yeah,
You gotta be
so
intentional.
that's, I ain't gonna lie, that's probably the biggest lesson that I'm learning, like, currently.
Same.
Yeah.
Like, big facts.
Yeah.
What about
for
you,
sure.
Atlanta? How you
Oh yeah, I like a truthful man. Like, lying is a deal breaker for me.
Right.
Like, I just feel like just say what it is. You could tell the truth. So I'm very like open minded. You know, I'm very like understanding. But if you lie to me at that point, it's like I can't trust you.
Yeah.
You know, and once trust is out the window, I feel like the relationship is gonna go downhill. So that's major for me. Also, like you said, someone with a plan or have some type of motivation, like they're trying to go somewhere, they're trying to strive somewhere, like financially and also in the relationship, you know, like, yeah, because like, one, you got to have something going for you, or at least trying to strive to that. And then 2, also, like you said, like, you got to know what you want in this relationship. It ain't going to be like, oh, we're just dating and we going to see where it goes. Like, no, I'm going to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I guess that goes with like intention. So, and also, I guess just someone who got to walk by faith or something. 'Cause I feel like you got to have something that, you know, you can turn to. Or I think a lot of people too who have, or men who have faith, is like, you know, it kind of goes with them not being so angry all the time, because they're like, okay, I believe in something, you know, so they kind of have more of like discernment and things like that. So I think that's for me. Yeah.
I mean, I better be a man of God.
It's
Right.
have something to ground them, because
Yeah.
when they're going through it, who do they go to?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. If nobody
All
else.
right. Well, yeah, I guess
That
we
was
did
good
our
though,
deal
y'all. I like that
breakers.
conversation we had there.
Yeah.
Okay, Jazzy, you out of both of
Y'all out of y'all wine. Y'all was sipping. Look, we
I just been
over here.
okay, that's all right. As we
We sipping on
go,
our communion wine over here.
Take your time. Okay.
Little sweet.
Oh yes.
Right, so that was it for the topics.
Yeah.
We do this thing called this and that, so get
what's
ready
that?
for the.
We do.
Oh, what is
This is a little game
It's like
that
the last part of our session.
Okay.
we just ask you little questions that you don't have no time to think about. No, hold on, let me. It's
Gotta
give me the
answer
words,
it's gonna be real swift.
Lord, give her the word.
You gotta say what you really think.
Yo, you know something? I really be praying that in my head. Like, if I'm about to do something and I really don't know what to say, or if a friend comes at me with something, I always be sticking that in my head. Like, someone said that to me a long time ago, and I've been doing it ever since, and I swear it be working.
Yeah.
I swear it do. I swear by it.
I'm gonna start doing that since you said that. Lord,
No,
give me the
for
words
real.
to say before I say it.
Because if I'm like
What I
listening to
say
my
before I
friend on
say
the
it.
phone, or like my son comes to me with something, or my mom's talking to me, like, I'm like, okay, give me the words to say. You know what I'm saying? That way I can say the right thing, because I want to like
offend nobody.
That's good. So you think,
or just say what they need. I want to give you whatever God needs you to hear. You know?
That's good.
Yeah.
Right, ready for these this and that?
It's gonna be
make
quick
it juicy.
now.
I hope
Try
it's
to make
juicy.
Not
Nobody
that
says,
juicy.
so you gotta say juicy stuff.
We gonna try.
Ooh.
We gonna try.
Okay.
But I mean, this is just kind of get to know you. You know,
Yeah,
little things
sorry, I'm
like
scaring
that.
you. It's not
I'm
that
about to
deep.
say
It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
I'm not gonna ask you. All right. So, are you a drinker or a smoker?
I guess drinker. I'm a little Takiki kind of girl.
Okay.
Are we big D or big money?
For the dude I mess with.
Yeah.
Whoever.
You can't think.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say D. I'm gonna say D.
Over the money? Okay.
I got my own money.
Big boss move. Okay.
All right. Would you go to, let's see, LA or Miami?
Ooh,
That's hard.
Miami.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
Okay. You looking for money or power?
Ooh. I gotta pick one of those.
You can't say influence.
Say it fast.
Not a middle.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, power.
Okay, girl.
I feel that. All right. Would you rather change something in your past or something, or see your future? Change.
You can't
See my future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at her.
Nah, because it made me see my future.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather do Nicki's hair or Cardi B's hair?
Ooh, Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Okay. Are we talking about a kitten heel or are we talking about like a 6-inch?
Maybe 6 inches.
Okay.
Ain't no kitten around here.
A week.
And I want to say, and I'm probably gonna get these names wrong. Is it Tay, the hairstylist? I'm probably getting his name wrong.
Arrogant Tay.
Arrogant Tay. Yeah, and then
How you supposed to be fast and you
what's that? Jonathan. Y'all know.
Oh, the other?
Oh, like who do I like?
Yeah, as far as the stylist.
I like Tay work.
Arrogant.
I
How
like
are
her.
better than Jonathan?
Yeah.
I mean, they're both good, but I like Tay. He was
know how to
he was the
color
he goated. He was the first one to do it.
Yeah.
President of the bad bitches. Go ahead, Tay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So are we talking about Harris or Trump? I just wanted to.
Oh, Harris for sure.
There we go.
Okay.
Come on with it.
Period.
Truth or dare?
I care about my vagina. Truth.
Truth. Okay. If the opportunity presents itself, would you go to a Diddy party before the allegation?
Nah, because I knew too much before y'all. You know, I've had
Before you knew,
because you already in the mix.
information that you knew, would
Wait,
you have gone?
I've known a lot of stuff for a long time, y'all.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
For the last 20.
What,
For the last
years?
20 years, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't even able to go back then.
If you could, 20 years knowing that you ain't.
I mean, definitely anybody gonna go to a Diddy party now.
Yeah.
We gonna go.
Yeah.
Am I gonna stay? I don't think so. I'm gonna go to the island, but I might not stay. You feel me?
I feel that.
Yeah.
It's giving don't drink or smoke there. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Stay
in the
sober.
corner.
Stay sober.
Stay
Stay sober.
All right, and that was it.
That
Thank you,
Your platforms. You can tell
Yes.
your
Oh yes,
platforms.
it's your girl Tiana, aka Glamourhead.
Yes.
And you can follow me on IG at _GLAMOURHEAD.
Yes, we
Thank you so much for coming out here.
Thank y'all for inviting me.
That was
That was us. All right, see y'all next time.